guys, a lot of people were wearing From Zone shirts. I mean, is this as much for him as it is against Joe?
Absolutely.
Sheriff Arpaio, it's time for you to go. Time to go, time to go, time to go.
We all have the same facts. We are all looking at the same playbook. So my question to this board is, when will you rise to the level of my 11 and 12-year-old students?
Maricopa County does not have a professional lawman in charge of the sheriff's office.
Officials do ridiculous things like question the president's birthplace.
Sheriff Arpaio has lied.
County. He's the sheriff of Maricopa County. He's not the sheriff of the United States of America.
We're saying if Sheriff Arpaio wants to act like a chicken, he can hang out with the chicken. This is about getting some sort of accountability. He is not king, he is not God.
It has truly been an honor for me just working with this amazing set of people who come in every day and they come just ready to work.
We have so many undecideds in our area, and they go and they talk to them and they change minds.
Leaving it all in the field. They leave it all in the field, they come back, and thank God they're sweaty, and they don't look pretty.
I was Lorena, Victoria, and I. We came from Dallas to Arizona without really knowing where we're going to set foot at. I haven't had a bed in 2 months now. We've been sleeping on a beanbag. I have a beanbag. We have the sofa that we've been sleeping in. And the only reason we came here was just to win. The doors that they knock on is not a door, but a family that they're reaching. And this is not a campaign, but a way that we're going to change our society. United, regardless of all the injustice that Sheriff Arpaio has tried to throw at us, we reflect that with love and passion. Yes. And that's how we're going to win this election. And I know we're going to win this election.
Together they've made thousands upon thousands of phone calls. They've collected almost 300 pebbles over the phone.
Wow.
We started out in Sun City.
Wow! Thank you, guys!
Let me tell you, that is Arpaio country out here. Okay, let me see if I can remember. We were told to go to hell. Our mothers were insulted. Kanika's not here to tell the story. Oh, we had to talk to devil worshippers. Yeah. We had to talk to naked people. Right? There's like 10 more people out there that you can still reach. And these are the people that Arpaio is not suspecting. These are the people that he has no idea are going to vote. And these are people that otherwise wouldn't be reached if it wasn't for you guys. So don't let all those happy days get you down. There's still tons of people out there.
Our team has really stuck out there, and they're tough. I mean, Anaisa got chased by somebody with rocks. She's awesome, you know what I mean? She's out there. She's the bike. We were surprised at something else, but anyway.
He didn't understand because he's not here. He didn't understand how valuable he was, right? But I can see him there. I can see how much he can bring here. And so he's able to just answer that call. So I want to commend you for doing this. Unfortunately, we have people on beach who won't even answer the damn call. What are you doing to that time when our house came down? You all can say what you were doing that time. You don't have to knocking on doors, getting people to vote. No one's done before. That's what you were doing during this time.
Yeah.
And only you can take more. That's your destiny. In fact, only you can have that story. No one can take that from you. No one can take any of this from you when you go forward. The stories that you start to have, the collective conversations at the door. Right? Some of you are going to be part of taking down Pierce, taking out Pierce again, and taking down Arpaio.
If
Right?
you don't vote for me, vote for Stopper. But you better vote for me because you might find yourself in pink underwear.
What have you done to stop these things from happening?
Thank you for your comments.
No answer? Not doing anything to save these people's lives.
Thank you for your comments.
That's pretty sad.
We have a sheriff who is terrified and intimidated half of our community, including members of this audience. The whole world is watching, and you can begin the healing with the modest suggestions of Citizens for a Better Arizona.
That medical documents were altered and destroyed at MCSO under Sheriff Arpaio's leadership.
In the case of Ms. Braillard, sheriff's deputies showed a blatant unwillingness to respond. And unfortunately, in Maricopa County, from its jailers to its leaders, there has been a pervasive unwillingness to respond.
This is what failed leadership looks like. People do not wake up on a Wednesday morning looking forward to coming to the Board of Supervisors. They have other things to do. We have failed leadership. Then we talk about the sex crimes and the people, the children. How do you sit there silently when you know children's calls for help when they were raped and molested went without response by an agency you fund? Right? And so again, people are calling on you. You can handle this very differently. You can say, let's sit down and meet. Let's talk about, let's put this on the agenda. Because it ain't your agenda, it's our agenda. It ain't your county, it's our county.
We pray for the women and children whose calls for help from sexually violated went unanswered by Sheriff Montiel.
We pray for those souls that they might be in a better place today. We pray for the families. I know they are sad right now, and maybe they lost all hope because Sheriff Arpaio didn't do anything for them.
Because what we're doing is our right as citizens, and we have the right to get the community engaged with what we're doing with voting, because it's their right to vote, and we are actually just helping them.
If someone's knocks on your door and asks you for the ballot, you don't call the police. You call the police when someone breaks into your home, when someone attempts to assault you, or someone tries to rob your car. That's when you call the police. We collect ballots that we are committed to turning in. You're going to see today us turn over 600 ballots that people have given us the last 4 days to come up here. If any other candidate, as someone running for U.S. Senate said, I'm not going to beg anybody, it'd be a big issue. Let the voters decide. Let them see for themselves. Let him, he's 80 years old. We want to see, does he have his faculties? Can he think on his feet? Can he hold his own on these issues?
I got a judge.
We have had members of our organization camped out here to protest this decision of Chairman Wilson and Supervisor Kunasik to deny the Brayard family justice. We do. We're prepared. Our organization for the last several weeks has been collecting thousands of ballots from voters who have voted against Sheriff Joe Arpaio.
Today we're here to turn in our total of 2,301 ballots that have been collected so far.
We now surpassed 3,000 vote by mail ballots. These are probably Latino voters who want to see change in the Maricopa County Sheriff's Office. These are ballots that for the most part would not have come in. These are folks who gave us their ballot at the door because they trust us. We help educate them and show them how they're supposed to fill out the ballot correctly. We're also very excited today because we're able to help another voter, Ms. Marquiada, who's been here for 20 years, recently became a citizen in May, registered to vote in June for a couple of errors on behalf of either the county or the Department of Motor Vehicles. She wasn't showing up as a registered voter. After she complained, we finally came down today, and with the help of the Deputy Director, Ray Valenzuela, she's been able to get an emergency ballot, and she's actually voting for the very first time after being here for 20 years. She's a mother, a grandmother, a business owner, and now her right to vote is being recognized and honored today, so we're very happy with that.
So it's a very special time. This is kind of what a victory starts to feel like. So it's victorious because we had the vision of putting 100 people out there, right, and raising hundreds of thousands of dollars. First thing Paul said, who's going to do the work? It was just him and I hanging out in the office. We had a vision. We needed some resources. But I want to thank you tonight for helping make that vision come true. How many people, though, you had a beautiful experience with? They walked you, they invited you to their home, they gave you water, they offered you food. They went in, they brought you in the kitchen, you helped them search for their ballot, you helped them fill it out, you helped them exercise their right to vote. How many of those people did you guys meet in this campaign? What about that, right? Looking close to 3,500 ballots for Paul Pinzon for sheriff. Let's hear it, you guys. So you know these ballots don't come easy, so we got this 33,000 or 3,500 ballots we need, right? You all know other people didn't want to give you those ballots, right? But they're going to turn those ones in. They fought for you. They want to turn those in. You have other people who are going to go to the polls, but for your conversations, you get 3,500 times 4 times 5, you get to 15,000, 20,000 votes that you guys helped make happen, right? As part of the person who's managing this whole operation, I just want to thank you for all the work that you've done. I want to thank you for all the commitments, all the doors you knocked on, all the problems you had to put up with, all the frustration you had with us. Sometimes we didn't tell you everything with a lot of notice, because sometimes we didn't know a lot of things with a lot of notice.